Shy Guy says, heyo. Hey, Shy Guy. Welcome to the stream, dude. What's going on, guys? I'm Jeff, the Yoshi Fanatic. And welcome to my playthrough of Donkey Kong Country. So, I had some free time, between now and when I wanted to start the stream series with Adam, which is next week. So, I figured, hey, why not do some Donkey Kong Country in the meantime? Shy Guy says, this is one of my favorite games. I can definitely see why. This game is quite awesome. Liam Sanko says, what's up, Jeff? How are you? Hey, Liam, welcome to the stream. And I'm doing well. How are you? Okay, so my objective for this stream series, or this one-off stream, this is going to be a one-off stream, just so you know. I plan on beating the game and getting as many of the secrets as I can feasibly, you know, without taking forever. Oh, well, I'm off to a great start. Retro Dude says, do the DK rap? Alright, give me a second. I gotta explain a couple of things about what I plan to do with this. Oh, I can't go back in there. Whatever. Don't need it. Don't need it. So I plan on beating the game tonight. Not necessarily 100%ing it. I just want to go straight through, and if I've got enough time at the end, I'll try and get some of the secrets that I missed. Alright. You know what? I can't do this without Diddy Kong. I gotta have Diddy. Liam Sanko says, I'm good. Hope you're having a good week. I am, for the most part. Work's been a little bit of a drag, but that happens sometimes. And Joseph Otto says, hi, man. Hey, Joseph. Welcome to the stream, dude. Alright. I guess Diddy Kong does not respawn. That's rather troubling. Whatever. Try to get these without him. That didn't work. My absurd sound effects do not work, I guess. Ah! No, Rambi! Come back! Okay, I swear, I'm not this bad at this game. I just gotta get back into the groove. Oh my gosh. Come on, man. Well, I'm just gonna point this out as being a major case of Let's Play curse. That's the excuse I'm taking right now. And... oh. Wow. Okay, I really need to get back into the groove here. And there's a secret I want to get, but I need Rambi. Or a barrel or something. He does not respawn either. Great. Okay. Well, I guess that's a bust. I tried and I failed. Oof. Oh gosh. Shy Guy says, I'm gonna go for a bit, but I'll come back on when I get home. Alright, hope to see you later. Okay. Just take a deep breath, Jeff. You got this, man. This game is not that hard. I can do this. Retro Dude wanted me to do the DK rap, but I'm struggling to remember how it goes. Also, Retro Dude, that was an awesome stream earlier. I'm glad I could tune in. Let's see. Anybody got the first line for me? I don't remember how that DK rap starts. Okay, so that death actually paid off. So, with this game, they indicate 100% completion for the stage with an exclamation point next to the, at the end of the name. So, that's what to look out for when I'm, or if I try to 100% this game. Which again, may not happen. I just want to get through this as a one-parter for between now and my, Wind Waker series. Which again, I hope to start next week. Do I need this for anything? Other than killing that guy? I don't think so. Oh yeah. So they're finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you wanna clap as we take you through this monkey rap. Huh, DK, Donkey Kong. And as Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong are the only ones in this game, perhaps I should only do that part. He's the leader of the bunch, you know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots you, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. Huh, DK, Donkey Kong, DK. Donkey Kong is here. If that's quite enough, I think I'd like to stop. Unless somebody really wants to hear me keep going. Retro Dude says, thanks again for watching my stream. And yes, you did the DK rap. Awesome job. Thanks, man. It took me a few minutes to remember how the beginning of it went. I haven't played DK64 since, like last summer, I want to say. And the only reason I played it was because I was doing it for my stream on my old channel. Okay, get out of here! Get out of here! Well, whatever. I guess I didn't need that. I wanted it though. Okay, for some reason I couldn't get these when I was just playing casually. Is it this one? No. Diddy Kong gets so mad. I swear it's not that hard, Jeff. Oh, I should probably be transparent about this. This is technically on the Wii U Virtual Console, not original hardware, as evidenced by the fact that I'm using a Classic Controller Pro. But I should probably be completely transparent and say this is indeed a hacked Wii U, and these games were downloaded via Wii Virtual Console Inject and or USB Helper, so technically these are ROMs. This is being emulated via Wii U Virtual Console, but I do own a copy of the game, so it is legal. No need to worry about that part. Okay. So, this game I have a decent amount of experience with. I've not played it as much as I have some other games, like the majority of the Mario Bros. Series, or some of my Yoshi games, or even the Legend of Zelda series. This is a game that I've played quite a bit of in my childhood, and I've always appreciated it. But, you know, I guess I didn't always give it the attention that it deserved. Or the recognition, really. Like, I knew people liked this game, but you know, it's never been one of those games that I've played a bunch of, and it's not one of those games that I'd regard as one of my favorites, simply because I just haven't played it all that much. It's an amazing game, for sure, and it has a lot of merits that I'll get into a little later. And really, for the time, this game was mind-blowing. But there's some funny things about me in this game and my past and my experience with it that kind of, I don't want to say tarnish the experience, but certainly make it a lot different than other people's. For instance, my first experience with this game was not actually with the Super Nintendo original, it was with the Game Boy Color port. I played the Game Boy Color port of this game before I got around to playing the Super Nintendo. Yeah, you can play it on the SNES Mini too, says Retro Dude. Oh yeah, that's one of those systems I haven't picked up. I thought about it, but I never did. I saved myself 80 bucks. But yeah, that's one of the, what, 22 games that you can play on the SNES Mini? It's got a good selection. Why do I keep doing that? But like I said, oh my gosh, the first version of this game that I played was on the Game Boy Color, and let me tell you, that version was kind of rough. Granted, it was entirely because of the hardware limitations. The Game Boy Color has nothing on the Super Nintendo, and just can't output the graphics or the sounds, both of which are important to this game, that the Super Nintendo could. Despite that, though, I still had a fantastic time with this game on the Game Boy Color. Probably played through it 2 or 3 times. Eventually got it on the Super Nintendo and thought, cool, this is the same game on my Game Boy Color. At the time, I didn't really have as huge an appreciation for awesome video game graphics, I guess. Because the majority of the games I was playing were either, you know, not so great third-party games on the Super Nintendo / Nintendo 64, or on my Game Boy Color. That's just kind of how it was for me back in the day. Let's see if I can get 350 here before I go over and double my points. Come on, Espresso. Yeah! So yeah, I guess as a child, especially, I never had a real appreciation for how awesome these graphics were, and especially how fluid the gameplay mechanics are, and how well it actually plays. The controls for this are like a dream. But I never appreciated that as much as a kid, and as a result, I just didn't play this game as much as Super Mario World, for example, or Mario 64. Or even a game called Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, which, ironically enough, was my first Nintendo 64 game. So I just don't have as much nostalgia for this game as I do for a lot of others. But as I get older, and as I play more games and get more experienced, get more of a critical eye for what makes a good video game and what makes a bad one, I can definitely see why this game stands out to many as a masterpiece. I'll say a masterpiece. Because honestly, there's a lot to love about it. For one, as I've been alluding to, the graphic style is just out of... Oh, cool. My memory didn't fail me on that. Okay. I don't think I can get back and get the secret. Nope. I'm gonna have to play the level straight through. I'm fine with that. But the graphics were mind-blowing back in '94. And, you know, all thanks to Rare's innovative new 3D graphics of 3D models for their sprites. They had a really innovative way of making these graphics 3D. I think they modeled all of the character models in 3D computer software and converted those to sprites. So they're not like the 2D sprites that you would normally think of when... Jeepers, that timer goes fast. Come on, get me there, get me there! You know what? Screw it. Joseph Otto says, Mario Kart was my childhood. Yeah, I had a lot of Mario Kart in my childhood as well. Although mostly single player, ironically enough. Retro Dude says, oh man, the minecart level gave me so many nightmares. Yeah, that one's definitely got some, tricky timing, we'll say. I think I can get through them pretty quickly, but, you know, if the Let's Play curse has anything to say about it, I'll probably struggle quite a bit with it. The graphic style was out of this world back then. The sound, definitely foot-tapping worthy. I love this soundtrack, and I couldn't appreciate it as much as a kid since, like I said, played it mostly on the Game Boy Color. But I look back at it now and it's like, not only is the music amazing, but the gameplay itself kind of has a foot-tapping rhythm, as weird as that might sound. And speaking of the gameplay, it holds up phenomenally well, as does most of the game just in general. Like, the platforming mechanics are fluid and satisfying. the just straight up platforming in general is very good. I would say an outstanding Super Nintendo experience for sure. And yeah, just there's a ton to love about this game. Hi Candy Kong, just let me save please. I don't want to talk to you, just get me out of here. Alright, Very Naughty's Lair. Let's get him. Although there are a few negative things about this game that I don't feel like enough people address. Especially the bosses, they're a supreme letdown. But I guess there's just not a whole lot of bad to say about the game. It's fantastic. And in a way, it's got kind of that old Nintendo difficulty to it. You really have to have a good grasp of the controls to do some of the nuanced platforming that comes in later levels. And as Retro Dude alluded to earlier, the minecart levels, those are particularly frustrating. In my most recent playthrough of this game, I played it online with one of my friends recently. And he was actually the one to beat the minecart level. After probably 15 to 20 tries, we finally got through it. But honestly, I wouldn't change it because, well, I take that back. I would change a few things about it. Mostly that it's just moving so fast that when enemies come up, it's kind of an unfair timing window, I suppose. Speaking of that minecart level, let's get right into that. One thing I will say about the minecart levels that I really appreciate, though, is that nothing quite like it existed in a platform game up to this point, at least as far as I'm aware. Really, this was innovative and new, and that's awesome. I love that. Closest thing I can think of is the skull boats in Mario World. It's kind of an auto speed platform section where you're riding on a platform. There were a few other examples, but that's the one that sticks out in my mind at the moment. And I like this a whole lot better, mostly because it's faster and it's more difficult, I guess. Ah! No! Retro Dude says, here we go. Yeah, here we go indeed, right off a ledge. Alright, I got it this time. I got this. You know, I gotta say, one thing that, you know, it's just a weird habit of mine when I'm on this kind of like auto-scrolling level, where I don't actually control the lateral movement of my characters. I still hold the D-pad button to the right, as if that's actually changing anything. I could play this game, or I could play this level one-handed, and I'd probably be better off. Or not. Maybe that just helps me focus. Okay, I got it this time. No more fooling around, I gotta focus. Alright. It's funny, in a casual playthrough I did of this... Well, not playthrough, I only played through the first 2 worlds. But I did that recently, and... oh man. And I got through it on my first try. Well, 3rd time's the charm, yeah? Okay. Those minecarts that are just laying on the track, though, they really give you, like, no margin of error here. You either, get that pixel-perfect jump and clear them, or you don't. Oh. Oh, come on. I got too, ambitious on that one. Alright, let's try that again. Guess 3rd time isn't the charm. Whoever made that saying, they lied to me. Okay. I will say that one thing I really don't like about these minecart levels is they do involve quite a bit of memorization, and it really comes down to the speed of the levels and the obstacles that are very quickly approaching you, and just the size of the screen is not big enough to really, you know, benefit you and give you any sort of foresight into what's coming. The new Donkey Kong Country games, I feel like those handle this a lot better, because not only is the screen bigger in terms of its aspect ratio, the 16:9, so it's physically wider, it also has... Chase says, "Hey Jeff." Hey Chase, welcome to the stream, dude. Long time no see. How are you, man? But it's way more zoomed out. Retro Dude says, "Well done." Well, thank you very much, Retro Dude. Cheers. But the new Donkey Kong games, they're more zoomed out. So the characters are physically smaller on the screen, but it also has the benefit of giving you a wider and, quite frankly, just larger perspective in general. Oh. Well, I guess I'll just get the one banana. So it definitely gives you more of a chance to see what's coming at you, and more of an opportunity to avoid what's about to hit you or do damage, or the platforms that you have to do. I'm hoping to play some of those newer Donkey Kong Country games on the stream at some point, but I've got no plans for it just yet. Got a lot of other games I want to play first. And one other that I want to play with my wife. Okay. So, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with The Completionist, aka That One Video Gamer. But he did a review a while back of this game, and I think he's since redone the review, but... Excuse me. But it is possible, he's done this, to 100% complete the game in less than an hour. And that blows my mind. I do not know how he's capable of such a feat, but it's possible. And I will say that, played correctly, this game isn't really all that long. It's only got, what, 6 worlds, and each of the worlds has, at most, like 8 levels, I think. So it really doesn't take that long to beat, especially if you're good at it, but I'm not quite that good. Alright, ready for the longest level ever? Me either. So let's beat this in like 2 seconds. Ta-da! Alright, fine, I'll beat it legitimately. Poof! Now, I actually do like this level a lot. It's got a pretty novel concept of basically turning off some of the invulnerable bad guys. Which, as the fact that they're invulnerable would indicate, you cannot damage, and they can just straight up kill you. So, yeah, like that. And unfortunately what that means is, I missed out on a secret. And I can't get that secret unless I just go ahead and kill myself. Unless a barrel respawns when I do this, but it probably won't. Alright, Winky... Okay, I don't get the Winky level. I was excited. I wanted to do the Winky level. Clap traps! Alright, does that barrel respawn? Yes, it does. I'm legitimately surprised. Whew! Had some frame drop there. Or slow down, I guess I should say. Frame drop isn't technically the right word for it. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that would be referred to as slowdown, rather than frame drops. I don't know, though. No need to quibble about such details right now. I'm enjoying my time in Donkey Kong Country. Ah! No need to worry about such things right at the moment. Hey, I got all the secrets. Nice. That means I don't have to try as hard right now. Oof. I don't know why I do that. Sometimes I make my own sound effects of hitting dudes. You know, one of the things I really like about this game is the dichotomy of characters that you get to play as. As you can probably tell through my playing of it, you play as both Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong in a team-like fashion. I don't need to save right now. And Diddy Kong is faster, more nimble. Curly Head Kevin says, "Oh my gosh, yes. Hey Kevin. I missed you." Yeah, I missed you too, dude. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my playthrough of Donkey Kong Country. But Diddy Kong is far more nimble than his, they refer to him as his uncle, but, you know, that's not technically correct. It can't be. They're different species. Whatever. He's, more nimble and, agile than, Donkey Kong is. He's faster, but he's also weaker. He, I mean, they both die in one hit, but Donkey Kong can defeat enemies that Diddy Kong can't. And he can simply jump on some enemies that Diddy Kong has to roll into to defeat. So there's advantages and disadvantages to both, but for my purposes, Diddy Kong is kind of my go-to. I love this game, says Curly Head Kevin. You are certainly not alone, my dude. I'm under the impression that everybody in this chat loves this game, myself included. As I alluded to earlier in the stream, I don't have as much nostalgia for it, because, well, my childhood was filled with a lot of games. This is just one of those games. And I played the inferior version on the Game Boy Color before I played the Super Nintendo version, but, yeah, you know, details. I see some more comments, I'll get to those in a moment. One of the things I really like about this game is it might be difficult, but it gives you a heck of a lot of extra lives. Especially if you're good enough and can, you know, find all the secret ones and defeat a certain number of enemies in a row. There's just straight up a lot of opportunities for extra lives in this game. Like this, for example. I don't think I can get another 100. No. Retro Dude says, have you watched the CGI cartoon show back in the day? DK sounded weird. Banana Slammer! Yeah, I did watch that back in the day. Although, as weird as he sounded and as cringy as that cartoon was, he had a heck of a singing voice, I have to say. Curly Head Kevin says, I must have completed this game like 12 times. It's not very long, so it's pretty replayable for me. It's one of my best in... It's one of my beat in one sitting games. That and Mario 3. I played DKC 2 and DKC 3 a lot too. DKC 2 is my favorite. Yeah, again, that's a similar sentiment to a lot of people, I feel. Like you said, this isn't that long of a game to beat, so this will be a one-parter stream series. But like you alluded to, that makes it more replayable in a way, because it's like, I'll just go beat Donkey Kong again for the 20th time, why not? It'll take like 3 hours at tops. Maybe. Oh, man. I suck. Curly Head says yes. Indeed. I missed Winky here, but I don't think he's necessary. I don't think he counts as a secret. At least as far as the game's counting the secrets is concerned. Ooh! Shoot. Whatever. That is A-okay, friendo. A-okay. Ah! Hiya! Woo! Ah! Okay. Are those bananas worth it? Yes. Ah, come on. I can get this. I know I can get this. Yeah, there we go. I actually haven't... I missed the secret. Whatever. I'm not necessarily going for 100% completion. Kevin says, that's exactly how it goes, but it usually takes me an hour and 50 minutes, according to the game timer on the file select screen. Retro Dude says, insane skills! Well, I don't know about insane skills, but thank you. Platforming is kind of my genre of choice, so you'll find that I'm pretty decent at this game. I've only played a little bit of DKC2 with one of my friends online recently. We've been playing it. Not as much as I would have liked. Neither of us just has enough time. Especially since I'm working and he's on when I'm at work, and you know how that goes. Adult life. Kevin says, if I would speedrun a game, this would probably be it. I think this is a popular speedrunning game. I myself haven't tried to speedrun it, but it's definitely one of those games that I could see as being a worthy candidate of such. My speedrunning games of choice are Super Mario 64 and Super Mario World, so I'm a platforming guy, so this certainly wouldn't be far-fetched. By the way, for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning of the stream, I do intend to beat this game in one go. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna 100% it, but if I have enough time at the end of the stream, I'll go back and get the secrets, or try to get the secrets that I missed. Including the one in, the Mayhem one there. I didn't find all the secrets in that, apparently. Boom! Who needs that barrel? I don't. Oop. Well, alright then. Kevin says, Super Mario 64 is a very popular speedrunning game. Yeah. Oh my. I was supposed to hold the directional pad to the right. Mario 64 is my favorite game of all time. Simply just... it's probably the game that I've played the most. I have an insane amount of nostalgia for it. And I just find the gameplay very satisfying. So, I started speedrunning it, and I started loving it even more than I did. Maybe I'll do some Mario 64 speedruns on here, but probably not for a while. And, Mario World is the other game I speedrun. I never 100% this game, by the way. Is this just a normal playthrough, though? Yeah, it's just a normal playthrough. I just plan to, beat the game in the next probably 2 hours or so. And if I have time to 100% it afterwards, then I'll go back and try and find all the secrets. I mean, I'll quote-unquote casually try to find all the secrets on the way, just to make that process easier later on, plus finding the secrets is fun. But I'm not gonna, you know, play every single, or play all the levels again and again and again just to try and get the 100% completion mark. It's, frankly, I'm not about that right now. I just want to play this game and have a good time with it. Oh, shoot. No, 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 no! Woo! There we go. 8 extra lives, dude. So, I don't really like espresso all that much. At least from a controlling standpoint. Oof. But, I do like his bonus level a lot. Ah! You can get a lot of extra lives there. Like, I just got 8. That's a lot. I imagine I'll probably have 99 lives at some point in the relatively near future. As I alluded to before, there's a lot of opportunities for extra lives in this game. Kevin says, this was the first video game that got my interest in retro video games. But I haven't really known any retro games at that time anyway. Whoa. Oops. Interesting. Yeah, as I said before, the first time I played this game was, well, when I was a kid, I had the Game Boy Color version of this game. And, that was my first experience with this game. Obviously not the best experience, but good enough to the point where I certainly enjoyed it. There we go. I don't know if I have to keep finding these secrets or not after I die, but I'm just doing it to be safe. They're relatively easy secrets to get. Ah! Not to beat, mind you, but... Oof. But certainly not that hard to find. There we go. There's that checkpoint barrel. Poof. I don't think that there's a secret over here, so... There we go. You know, I have to give this game a lot of credit. The platforming in this game is actually pretty challenging, and I like that a lot. It gives a really good amount of challenge, and, are you kidding me? That was weird, did you see that? I opened up the secret, and all of a sudden, like, I go off the screen for not even a second, and the secret is gone. Oh well. That was cheap, so I'm gonna do that again. Curly Head Kevin says, I played Donkey Kong Country Returns before this. That's how I got to know this, on YouTube. Donkey Kong Country Returns started my love for games. Nice. That's a game that I've been meaning to play again. I haven't seriously played it since I was like a teenager, which, you know, that's at least 6 years ago. And I've wanted to play it again. Who knows, maybe I'll do a series for it on here. But yeah. Out of curiosity, where would you rank this game in your Donkey Kong games? Would you put it above the new games, or below them, or equal to? Because I myself, I love this game, and I love the new games. It's really hard for me to put either of them above the other. Kevin says, any games before that were games my sister played, and I would just watch and not want to play. Huh. Well, it's cool that that got you into video games. And it's interesting. Treetop Town! I like this level a lot. Alright, come here, you. Excuse me. Oops. That's not what I meant to do! Oh no, Mr. Moe! Oh well. I think I just have to find the secrets, not necessarily complete them, if I want to get 100%. Which again, I'm not strictly looking for that. But I do like 100%ing the levels when I can. It's weird. I've always been a completionist, but I'm trying more and more to not be. I don't know. I don't want to be strictly a completionist, but it's kind of hard when that's just how I've played games my whole life. Ah, yes, this part. I do like these barrels. They're pretty cool. And honestly, it makes for some pretty interesting platforming possibilities. Oh no! Give me the bananas. Yes. No! I wanted the bananas! The timing of these barrels is a lot of fun too. Honestly, that's one thing that... Oh, geez. That's another thing that this game does really well is platforming variety, and as I said before, challenge. It does a good job of challenging you, too. Hello. Kevin says, okay, so my rank, DKC 2, DKC 1, or number 1, DKC 1, number 2, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, number 3, Donkey Kong Country 3, number 4, and Returns, number 5. I love all of them. That's an interesting list. But like you said, you just love all of them. Which is awesome. It's rare for a video game series of this size to always have that kind of quality in its games. Oh. Granted, there are some not exactly winners in the Donkey Kong franchise, but in the mainline series, they're all very good games. So, yeah. Of course, you've got games like Jungle Beat and whatever that Game Boy Advance one was, King of Swing or whatever. There were some weird Donkey Kong games, but, you know, that's just kind of the case with all bigger franchises. Like for every Metroid... Come on, Jeff. For every Metroid Prime game, there's a Metroid Prime Federation Force. Or a Metroid Other M. For every, I don't know, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, there's a Sonic 06. And that even goes to talk about the not exactly bad, but mediocre games in a franchise. Like, for every Mario 64, there's a new Super Mario Bros. Wii. I just have to be patient at that part. Remember, Jeff. So, it's what I'm getting at is it's rare to see such consistent quality in a gaming franchise like this. Retro Dude says, I remember in the UK, the Nintendo official magazine had a free VHS tape showcasing DK Country documentary and developing game. That was so cool. Man, I would have loved to have seen that. That must have been a very interesting time to be a gamer. Kevin says, I liked Jungle Beat. For some reason, I had that game with the bongos, which means I had a GameCube back then. The Wii version had motion controls, and the GameCube version had the bongos. That was 2012, but I didn't get a GameCube until 2016. It's possible that you played it on the Wii and used the bongo drums. Like, you could have gotten the GameCube version and still played it on the Wii. Because the Wii was fully backwards compatible with the GameCube. Oh, that was awesome. I actually caught up to the barrel I threw. Oh yeah, says Kevin. Here we go. Bwam! 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 You know, Retro Dude, that makes me think of something I've often said about myself being a video gamer, is that I feel like I was born at the wrong time to really appreciate the enormous leaps that video games took back in the day. And, you know, that kind of just makes me think of your comment there about the VHS tapes being included to discuss the making of DKC. And you know, I wasn't even born yet. Well, technically I was. This game came out on my birth year, 1994. So the thing that I'm thinking of in particular is the jump from 16-bit to 64. The Nintendo 64 being a huge, enormous leap in technology and gameplay alike. I was too young to appreciate it. And that sucks because that was a huge leap, a milestone in video games, and I don't think we've seen a leap that big since the N64. And I was too young to appreciate it, and that kind of sucks. But at the same time, you know, I was always behind on the video game trends. I didn't get an N64 until like the year 2000, and by then the GameCube was almost out. But still, I was too young to appreciate the technology and just the sheer games, the gameplay that came with such enormous leaps. It's a little bit of a double-edged sword, I guess. Like, I was too young back then, but now, you know, I can still... Oh my gosh. I can still look back and appreciate it. If only for what it brings us now. I don't know. It's a weird situation. Whew! Ah! Ah! Vulture dude, stay away from me. Don't do me like this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. It be like that sometimes, I suppose. Retro Dude says, it should be up on YouTube, unless if Nintendo removed it, maybe. Well, I'll have to go look for that. I'm sure it's probably on there somewhere. Kevin says, but I had a black Wii, and apparently black Wiis can't play GameCube discs. They stopped that. I'm pretty sure when the Wii came out, there was just white, and then they made a letter model, black, but it couldn't play GameCube discs, so I don't know. Oh, that's a good way to do it. And Serenity says, hi Jeff. Hey Serenity, welcome to the stream. I had a black Wii as well, and it was fully backwards compatible with GameCube games, so I don't know if there's a regional difference or something, but at least here in the US, I don't remember if you're in the US or not, that was certainly the case that you could play GameCube games. And Kevin says, I meant later. Yeah, there were certainly later models that weren't backwards compatible, like the Wii Mini, for example. It got rid of a lot of features, which kind of baffled me. Retro Dude says, I have the black Wii also. I don't have a Wii. I have a Wii U, which is obviously what I'm currently playing on. But the Wii U is completely backwards compatible with Wii games. Not GameCube games, though, which is odd. Oh. Although, I homebrewed my Wii U so that it can play GameCube games. Don't tell anyone, it's a secret. But yeah. Truthfully speaking, though... Oh, geez, no! No! My Wii U has basically become my all-in-one Nintendo platform of choice. Because the homebrew scene for it is fantastic. I shouldn't encourage the homebrewing, because technically that's illegal. Well, I don't know if the homebrewing itself is. The downloading of ROMs that you don't own is, for sure. So, I guess I can go ahead and explain this. I fully hacked my Wii U to the point where it can play NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii, and Wii U games, as well as Nintendo DS, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. It's essentially become my Nintendo all-in-one platform. Via emulators and virtual console injects alike. For example, I own Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo, and I have this as a virtual console game, but I didn't buy it from the eShop. I loaded my ROM onto the Wii U. Joseph says, I have Xbox 360. Nice, that was a popular platform for sure. Retro Dude says, can you use RetroArch on the Wii U? Yes, you can. I don't like RetroArch so much, or, it's alright, but I prefer dedicated, I prefer the dedicated emulators and Wii U Virtual Console injects. But yeah, RetroArch is definitely an option. Kevin says, I'm in the US. It's a very strange thing looking back on. I don't know even how or why I got Jungle Beat. The day I had it, I saw a video on YouTube that was inappropriate, and I thought I was going to jail for some reason. Jungle Beat was still a good game to me, though. That's an interesting first experience with the game. I've never played Jungle Beat. I just kind of always saw it as one of those weird Donkey Kong spin-offs that, you know, I didn't really need to play. And I remember going to some stores, I think, weirdly enough, I think it was a Wegmans that I went to once, which, if anyone doesn't know, that's a grocery store. I think, like, I saw either some sort of promotional art for it. Oh, I missed a secret. I saw some sort of promotion for it, or I just straight up saw the game being sold in the Wegmans, which, that's weird. Come on. Okay. I shouldn't do this, but whammy. Wham. Wham. Okay, I want this DK barrel, so I'm gonna hop off this. Ooh, this is another thing that, honestly, I couldn't appreciate on the Game Boy Color, because, well, it wasn't a thing on the Game Boy Color, but the colors and light scheme changing throughout this level, it's fantastic. It started off going just sunny and, you know, midday kind of thing, and now it's sunset, and that's awesome. Kevin says, before that, I saw my sister watch a video on YouTube that was Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, so maybe they got it from somewhere from me. This level looks really good. Yeah, it does. I love the look of this level. Shy Guy says, back. Welcome back, Shy Guy. Another thing I couldn't appreciate on the Game Boy Color when I was a kid, the music. This music is awesome. And it was still good, I guess, on the Game Boy Color, just not as good. Ah! 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 No, don't do this. Don't do this to me. How do I get up there? Shy Guy says, you ever beat this game before? I have. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, I have a decent amount of, experience with this game. But oddly enough, my first experience with it was, on the Game Boy Color. There we go, that's what I was looking for. How do I hop off of you? Well, that's a bust. But I have beaten this game a couple of times. They've even 100%ed it. Oh, guess I'm not 100%ing this level though. No! DK? Says Shy Guy. Kevin says, I didn't understand espresso back then. You can walk through claptraps with him? Yeah, since he has longer legs, he can walk over shorter enemies, but he can't jump on enemies. Retro Dude says, Nintendo needs to make DK collection on Nintendo Switch. I'd buy that for $1, lol. Honestly, I would probably spend at least $30 on that. Well, no, I wouldn't. Unless they completely remade the graphics or something like that. I like the games a lot, but I already have these on my Wii U. I don't need to buy them again. But I can't take my Wii U with me. Yeah, never mind. I would probably buy it on the Switch. Honestly, if they ported a bunch, like, there's a bunch of different, older games that if they made remakes for them on the Switch, I'd buy in a heartbeat. Shy Guy says, I said DKL as in Donkey Kong Land. Oh, sorry, I thought that was an exclamation point. No. Not Donkey Kong Land. Although I did play that a little bit too. The game I was referring to was the Game Boy Color port of Donkey Kong Country. An inferior port for sure, but one that exists. Kevin says, he didn't say DK, he said Donkey Kong Land. Was that the game you played on the Game Boy? Or was it Donkey Kong Country on the Game Boy Color? I guess my question was answered. Shy Guy says, that's the GBA. Yes, the game Donkey Kong Country was remade for the Game Boy Advance, but before that, it was ported to the Game Boy Color, and that's the version that I played. It's vastly inferior, for sure, to both the Game Boy Advance version and the Super Nintendo version, but that's a version that exists. And it was my... Shy Guy says, really? Yeah, it was my first experience with this game. In fact, I didn't know it was a Super Nintendo game until later. I just thought it was a Game Boy Color game. And it was cool because it was one of those cartridges that, like, I think most Game Boy Color games are. It was the translucent plastic for the Game Boy Color. You could see the battery inside and some of the integrated circuit chips. Oop, I keep doing that. And that was really cool. Unfortunately, I don't still have that game. I sold it on eBay with my rest of my Game Boy Color collection when I got a Game Boy Advance. Younger Jeff was stupid. But yeah, it's a version that exists. I'll get back to the comments in just a second, guys. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Shy Guy says, oh wow, never knew that. And Retro Dude says, what are your E3 predictions for Nintendo? I'll get to that in a second. Shy Guy says, 10 years of Minecraft. I'm calling Steve being Smash DLC announced at E3. And Kevin says, wait a minute. Why do you only have 36 subscribers? Didn't you have more? And don't you have another channel? Yeah, I'll get to that in a second too. And Serenity says, Ethan is sorry because he can't watch you because he's mowing the lawn. Well, that's okay. I can completely understand that. I just mowed my lawn the other day too. Okay, so my predictions for E3. Ironically, I haven't really thought about it much, but to be truthful, I'm not expecting a whole lot from Nintendo. I'm expecting a lot of Mario Maker 2. Definitely a lot of Mario Maker 2, because that game is coming out the 28th, which is after E3. So I'm assuming a lot of their E3 presence will be centered around Mario Maker 2. Maybe some additional details for the new Link's Awakening remake. Maybe some Animal Crossing. And Luigi's Mansion 3 release date. Probably some indie games being showcased for the Switch. But I can't imagine a whole lot more than that. Hopefully, they'll prove me wrong, but I'm not gonna expect a whole lot more. Kevin says, Mario Maker 2! And Shy Guy says, I can't listen to this song without thinking of Smooth McGroove. Oh, I know, Smooth McGroove is so awesome. But as far as Kevin's comment goes about me having more subscribers, yeah, I did have a different YouTube channel, and still do. I just don't really post to it anymore. It's Volatile Upgrade. It had 420 subscribers at one point. Ironically, it was because of a raid that I got on my second to last stream on that channel that had 400 and some odd number of people in that stream at one point, and like half of them subscribed. They instantaneously doubled our subscriber account, or our subscriber amount, excuse me. It was kind of sad though, because like I said, that was my second to last stream, and I was getting married, so I kind of left Volatile Upgrade and started my own channel with my wife Skylar. We wanted to make our own thing, and I got some people to come back over from Volatile Upgrade. Starlo, Liam Cienko, Super Sheep, who now goes by the name of Sniper Sheep, a couple others. But yeah, not all of them came over. Would have been awesome, but that's to be expected. Kevin says, was that the video with 1,000 views? Yes, it was. It was incredible when that many people came in. Normally we liked to read all the comments on the stream, but we just couldn't at that point. My co-host Adam really tried, he really did, but he just couldn't keep up. Oh, lol, says Kevin. Honestly, that was probably one of my streaming highlights. Ah! It's okay, I like Diddy Kong better anyway. I'm kind of hoping for a raid of that magnitude at some point on here, but I'm not gonna stake my life on it. What are you guys' predictions for Nintendo at E3? I know this was a conversation for a little bit earlier, but you know, I'd like to hear what you guys would like to see at E3, or what you're expecting to see. If I wanted to say what I was hoping to see, it would be Super Mario 3D All-Stars for the Switch, including... Dang it. Why was there so many people that compared to your other streams? Sorry? Why was there so many people there compared to your other streams? If you're talking about why are there so many people over there and not over here, it's because this is a relatively new channel. And, like, I started back in late January. Oh, and it's just a fresh new channel that my wife and I wanted to start from the ground up. I tried to have some people come over, and some people did, but a small fraction of the subscribers on our other channel, for sure. And Kevin says, I don't know what to expect for E3. Like I said, I'm not expecting this, and I don't expect this to ever be a thing. But what I would love to see is Super Mario 3D All-Stars. You know, back in the day, Retro Dude would probably know for sure, and, you know, you other guys might know. But for the Super Nintendo, back in, I think, 1992 or 3, Super Mario All-Stars was released on the Super Nintendo, and it had 16-bit remakes, straight-up remakes, of the original Super Mario Brothers, the then Japan exclusive Super Mario Bros. 2, The Lost Levels, our version of Super Mario Bros. 2 being either Super Mario 2 USA or Doki Doki Panic, however you want to look at it, Super Mario Bros. 3, and with a later version of Mario All-Stars, also came with Super Mario World in its entirety, with a few small changes to make it actually fit on the cartridge. But I would love to see something like that for the 3D Mario games. Like, full-on HD remakes of Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, and maybe Super Mario 3D Land. And heck, why not throw Super Mario 3D World in there too? You could probably do that with a 32GB cartridge. Kevin says, no, on Volatile Upgrade, before that 1,000 views, there was Luigi's Mansion with 46 views, and after that, or after the 1,000 viewed video, which was Mario 64 stream, there was another 64 stream with 100. Yeah, I think it's because most of those people came from a raid, and a lot of them subscribed just because, you know, the guy who sent them, Fearsome Fire, told them to subscribe and, you know, really make my day. But out of those 200 subscribers, there were maybe like 30, or maybe not even that many, but I'm gonna say 30 just because. 30 viewers. Maybe 40. So not all of those subscribers translated to viewers. And that's the case for a lot of, especially smaller YouTube streamers, and even the bigger ones. Only a small percentage of their subscribers actually watch their videos. That was certainly the case for us. Retro Dude says, yes, yes. And Kevin says, Like, Retro Dude here is, he's a streamer that I recently found. I first tuned into his Super Mario World stream probably 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks ago. He has almost 500 subscribers, but only a few actually tune into the streams at any given time. Me, Anto, Retro Gamer, a couple others. But what I'm trying to get at here is the streaming medium. It can be, pardon the pun, but relatively volatile on how many viewers actually watch your content and how many are actually subscribed. At one point, we were at almost 100 subscribers and no viewers. Back then, we were just starting our streams. We had originally been a pre-recorded Let's Play channel, but decided to start streaming just because. If you want to know more about that, I suggest watching our 50 subscriber, or our 50th stream special, Twilight Princess Part 1, where we actually talk about the history of the channel up to that point. It's very informative if you want to know anything about that, like behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, streaming is just one of those things, Dan. I wanted to say man and dude. Streaming is just one of those things, dude. It's a funny thing, but I love it. Don't do me like this. Yeah, pretty volatile. Upgrade. This says Kevin. Yeah. Yeah, that's just how it be sometimes. But you know, I really don't mind that, because having a smaller subscriber count, that just means that, you know, less people tune into your streams, which can be seen as a negative. But on the plus side, I get to read all of your comments, which, you know, bigger streamers can't do. Say, Matt Pat of the Game Theorists, for example, has thousands of people tune into every one of his streams. He obviously can't read that many comments. But me, I read all of the comments that are posted, and, well, sometimes I miss one or two. But for the most part, I catch all of them, and respond to them in kind. And I very often remember details about the viewers that they only mention once or twice. Say, for example, one of my most loyal viewers is Master Zone. He lives in Switzerland, and is about 5 or 6 hours ahead of me in terms of, you know, time zones. So by the time I've started my stream, it's midnight for him on Wednesdays, 2:00 a.m. on Fridays. But he still tunes in just because he enjoys my content that much, which kudos to him. You know, just little things like that. Or the fact that Shy Guy here was one of my first subscribers to my regularly scheduled streams back on Volatile Upgrade. He actually subscribed to my first Super Mario 64 speedrun. Well, not technically first. The first one, which was included on the Road to Odyssey. Ugh. Goodness, I'm dying a lot. I'm like focusing on all this commentary and just kind of playing this game in the background. I don't know if that's particularly doing it justice. Like, look how beautiful this level is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Why don't I talk about that more? Oh. I feel like someone's life is probably better with less subs, says Kevin. I think so too. That way it feels less like a career and more just like a hobby. YouTubing has always been just a hobby for me. We've never had advertisements on our videos, we've never gotten sponsors to worry about, never gotten any sort of monetization ever. And that kind of is liberating in a way, because you kind of just get to do whatever you want. Back when Nintendo was a lot more strict with its copywriting policies, you couldn't do anything with their games and expect them to be monetized, but I didn't care. I just wanted to play Nintendo games because that's what people seem to like, and I know I liked. It didn't matter to me that I wouldn't get monetization from it, because I wasn't monetizing my videos anyway. But yeah. Retro Dude says, "You're right about the streaming. Audience retention is getting harder when YouTube is getting drunk." I know it. I know it. Part of that is just trying to do the best you can with the content that you're making and make it so that people want to tune into your live streams. Of course, YouTube being quote-unquote drunk with, like, notifications and such, that doesn't help much. Shy Guy says, "I swear, I can't go to a single video anymore without seeing an ad for Squarespace." Well, at least here you don't have to worry about those pesky ads. Ouch! In fact, the only, back on Volatile Upgrade, the closest thing I would have ever gotten to a sponsor was Taco Bell. Oh, man. Because of just how much I mentioned them in our streams. Kevin says, "People always say, this game looks really good for Super Nintendo, but really most SNES games, made by Nintendo at least, always look really good. I love all the cool 90s effects in SNES games." Definitely. The standouts being this, and, Yoshi's Island. And I want to say Mario World and Metroid, or Super Metroid, were particular standouts that I can think of. I'm sure there were others. It's just, like you said, the Super Nintendo just aged really, really well. And I feel like if anything, that's something people undercredit. They don't give it enough credit for how good everything looks. In fact, that's one of the downsides of the Nintendo 64, in my opinion, is I love the games. Like, as some of you might know, Mario 64 is my favorite game of all time. But dang, is that game ugly. Shy Guy asks, "You ever heard of Project Dream?" I may have heard the name at some point, but not ringing any bells at the moment. Otto says, or Joseph Otto says, "Don't feel too bad. I'm playing CNC 3 right now on hard difficulty when I'm listening to you." CNC 3. I'm trying to think of what that is. Anyone want to fill me in? But, like I was saying, the games on N64, while I adore them, truth be told, they are ugly. I hate to say it, but Aaron on the Game Grumps was right when he said about Mario 64, this game is ugly as sin. It really is. For me, it's got a nostalgic charm to it. And, you know, they were working with what they had, and the fact that everything was in 3D was mind-blowing. For sure. But, in retrospect, those games are ugly. Absolutely ugly. The game that I think of, you know, aging the best on that system, at least in terms of graphics, was one of the games that wasn't exactly that popular or even that great on the system. Yoshi's Story. I think that game was probably one of the better aging games on that system. Shy Guy says, "It was the first version of Banjo-Kazooie that was going to be made for the SNES." Huh. It was supposed to look even better than DKC and DKC2. That would have been interesting. Kevin says, "Cartridges are really cool to me." Yeah, same here, and honestly, it's for that reason that I'm honestly very glad that they made a comeback with the Switch. Even though they're basically just SD cards, I think that's awesome. Kevin says, I like how Mario 64 looks. Charm or no charm?" Oop, that was a mistake. I like how it looks, but I have a feeling that if I wasn't so darn nostalgic for the game, I probably wouldn't go as easy on it as I do, at least in the graphics department. Gameplay-wise, I think it's aged phenomenally. A lot of people would disagree with me, but that's just how I feel. Maybe it's because I've mastered the mechanics. I don't know, but yeah. You know, I'm getting kind of tired of these bonus games. I might stop going for those. Frankly, I don't need the extra lives at this point. Hey, Espresso. Shy Guy says, "I've always liked the look of the N64 games, even though I never grew up with it." Fair enough. Whoa! People really don't comment how hard Mario 64 is. Yeah, I mean, I never really thought of it because it's one of those games that, as I mentioned before, I grew up with and pretty much mastered the controls, so for me, it's a cakewalk. But watching Retro Dude's recent playthrough of it, by the way, if you guys haven't, you should check out Retro Dude. Yeah, he does a stream every Wednesday and Friday, just like me. Though they're at an earlier time. They're at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which translates to, I want to say, 5 hours, 7 o'clock in UK time. So, I don't know. His streams are pretty similar to mine. So if you want to go check him out, I encourage it. Shout out to Retro Dude. My gosh. But I'm watching his, Mario 64 playthrough recently, and it kind of just makes me think, you know, this game is actually hard, especially for people who aren't as familiar with it as I am. Kevin says, I beat Ocarina of Time in Mario 64 when I was 5, quote unquote. Yeah, sure. Those games are hard, and a lot of moments in those games I couldn't figure out without YouTube. Retro Dude says, thank you for the shout out. No problem, dude. I want to say I beat Mario 64 when I was 5 or 6. Not 100% though. For a long time, I was sitting at a total of 119 power stars because I didn't know about the secret power star if you beat Peach's castle slide in under 21 seconds, but regardless, I did beat the game back then. It was just because I played the ever-loving poop out of it. So I don't like doubt people beating it when they were 5 or 6. Ocarina of Time's a little more doubtful, I guess. But, you know, when you're a kid and you don't really have much else to do, you spend a lot of time in your favorite video games. Kevin says, or maybe I just need to get good. That's always a distinct possibility. I don't know your skill level in video games, so, you know, I'm not gonna pretend to know. Shy Guy says, that reminds me, I need to go and play Majora. Nice, Majora's Mask. Love that game. Kevin says, you're a god if you can beat those games if you were 5. Well, maybe I wasn't quite 5. I think Mario World I might have beaten when I was 5. But I played that game a ton. I was quite young when I beat Mario 64 though, I will say that. I'm probably not finding all the secrets. Oh gosh. But I'm still early in the level, that's interesting. At least I would think so. Yeah, still pretty early in the level. Here we go. You know, I really like this music. It's simple music. Well, it's not playing anything right now. There it goes. But I just love the sound of it. Take a diss. Okay, I think I need espresso for that secret. Kevin says, well, I'm good at a lot of games, but I won't be good at a game I haven't played before. Shy Guy says, oh yeah, recently when I was cleaning my room, I found my old GBA Super Mario World cartridge. I've always wondered where it was, since I used to play it all the time. Nice. I kind of want to play that game again. Oh gosh, I didn't even find all the Kong letters. And that's usually a gimme in these stages. Oh well. I only played that game I think once. I borrowed it from a friend. But I really... I don't like the control system quite as much, and... You know, the screen crunch is a little irritating, but it's a very faithful recreation of Mario World, And it also includes the mechanic of 100% completing it with the dragon coins, which was always a missed opportunity in the original. Nanners! Kevin says, Majora's Mask is actually a game I like from Zelda. Just the tone and the characters really get me. Also the world's in it. Yeah, I love Majora's Mask. We played it on Volatile Upgrade way back in the day. Retro Dude says, anyone here played GoldenEye on Nintendo 64? I didn't. I heard a lot of good things about it, but truth be told, I was one of those weird kids that really didn't have a lot of friends to play the N64 with, so I was more a fan of the single-player games. Not that there were a whole lot of those on the N64 that were really worth noting. It's the N64, it's like the quintessential multiplayer console. It was one of its big selling features. In short, no, I haven't played GoldenEye. Shy Guy says, I need to go and play that too. And Joseph Otto says, yes, I did. You know, I should download a ROM of that game, and I know I said that that's technically illegal if you don't own the game, but honestly, I'm not willing to pay hundreds of dollars for a cartridge of it. Maybe I should download it and try it out. Swim, Diddy Kong, swim! These croctopuses stink. I hate them. Uh-oh. Although they look really cool, I really do like that character model. Stop doing that, Jeff. Kevin says, I want Skull Kid in Smash. I know everyone does, but his prankstery and likes to do bad things feel he has would be really cool for Smash, and I would main him. We would need a Majora's Mask rep anyway. Yeah, that would be awesome. You know, when they announced that Young Link was coming back in Smash Bros. Ultimate, I was a little bit disappointed with the fact that they didn't, like, mix up his gameplay at all. He's just another version of Link, basically. I feel like that was a big missed opportunity. Wasn't there a secret over here? I would have loved it if they incorporated some of his mechanics from Majora's Mask in his Smash Ultimate gameplay. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have done that. I'm an idiot. At least he's the best version of Link, says Shy Guy. See, even that I'm not sure. But I don't really play that much Smash Ultimate, so I can't say for sure either. I like him a lot. He's really cool. I like his flaming arrows a lot, too. Oh, another croctopus. Here we go. Ah! No! Stop it! Stop! Stop it! No! Oh gosh. Most top tier players say he was the best. Huh. Jack says normal Link would be better, but he's too slow. That's fair enough. Normal Link is pretty slow in that game, isn't he? Or in most Smash games in general. I liked him. He was one of my mains, but he was a little slow. Alright, see you, Croctopus. Kevin says, well, I mean, they kind of had to make him low, how he was in Melee. If they changed him, I feel like it wouldn't be Young Link. I mean, I agree, but wasn't Young Link a clone of Link in Ocarina of Time anyway? Fair enough. And to remain consistent with... I didn't want to do the minigame. To remain consistent with what Melee was, and to appease the fans of that game, I feel, that's probably why they did that. But I do hope that they... Yeah, I can't say that I hope that they do rectify that in later Smash games. I don't really know what I want from Young Link. But 3 versions of Link that are essentially the same, they at least all have basically the same moveset. I would just like to see something different. It would be interesting anyway. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna have to settle for 600. Hang on. Haha! Shy Guy says, I play Joker, Lucas, and Young Link or Rob. I'm not sure yet. And Kevin says, I mean, I don't like clones, really. Well, given the name of my channel, who do you guys think that I main in Smash Bros? I mean, Link doesn't count. He's not my actual main. Just one of my go-to players. Excuse me. Mario says Shy Guy. He is one of my go-tos, I will say that, but yeah. Kevin says, I was going to ask if you main a character, and I knew you would say Yoshi. Lol. Absolutely 100% correct. I basically just main Yoshi in any game that he's in. Mario Golf, Yoshi. Mario Kart, Yoshi. Smash Bros, Yoshi. Why not? I love the character. I even found a mod recently of Mario 64 that allows you to play it online with friends, which I haven't tried yet. But it does allow you to change up what character you're playing as. And I played through the whole game and got 120 stars as Yoshi. That was fun. Ooh, on guard. Kevin says, I mean, you are a Yoshi Fanatic. I'm not a Yoshi Fanatic. I'm the Yoshi Fanatic. I mean, I'm sure there are other Yoshi Fanatics out there, but that's just the branding of my channel. Oh, On Guard makes this so much easier. Squidges! Shy Guy says, they made an Ocarina of Time online. Interesting. Oh no, not this level. Anything but this level. Here we go. It's cool, but bothersome. Also, epilepsy warning. I'll try to keep the light mostly to the right, so it doesn't flash the screen a whole bunch, but no promises. Ouch. Good job on this live stream. I will see the live stream later. Many thanks. Well, thank you, Retro Dude, for tuning in. And hopefully we'll see you again sometime. I might tune in on your stream on Friday, but I'm at work when you're streaming, so you know, it's kind of a toss-up whether or not I can actually pay too much attention. But again, thank you for tuning in. I missed a secret, but I can't get it now. Ouch! Well, I think I missed a secret anyway. Oh, that's hilarious. I forgot about that. When one of the Kongs runs off after getting hit, he still collects bananas. I forgot about that. It's hilarious. Boing. Boing. Oh, jeez. I want the G. Give me the G. How am I supposed to get the G? Stop it. Ah! Kevin says, but what if you're actually crazy and obsessed with Yoshi and have Yoshi all over your house and painted your house green with white spots? Well, that would be a Yoshi freak. I don't know about being a Yoshi fanatic at that point. Hello guys, got anything worth saving? I do actually. It's already been an hour and 16 minutes. Jeepers. I do have quite a bit of Yoshi paraphernalia though. I've got a Yoshi plushie, 2 Yoshi amiibo, red Yoshi plastic figurine. One day, says Kevin. One day that's what I need to aspire to. My house desperately needs painting, so maybe the green Yoshi with white speckles. Shy Guy says, am I the only one that remembers the Super Mario World TV show? Everyone always talks about the Super Mario, or the Super Show, but not the Super Mario World show. I always remember the episode where Yoshi had a burger shop, lol. It was actually Bowser who had the burger shop, I believe. With that secret ingredient that kind of brainwashed everyone, made them become chickens. That was a weird show. I did watch a couple episodes of that because, you know, I just straight up love Yoshi. So I'm like, ooh, Yoshi's in the show. And then all of a sudden, I hear, Yoshi, stop eating that!
Oh, but I hungry. Babu good.
Oh. Oh no. Oh yeah, Yoshi was just a loyal customer, says Shy Guy. Yep. Oh. Oh, my poor throat. Yeah, those 3 Mario and the 3 Sonic shows was my introduction to Mario and Sonic on DVD. Oh, that must have been a sad, sad introduction, my friend. Because none of those shows were that great. Well, Sonic Underground was the name of the second show, I think, and I've heard that one was pretty good, but... And I guess I liked Sonic X to some extent. But I did not care for any of the Super Mario shows. There we go. Sonic Satan was good. This says Shy Guy. Kevin says, well, no, not really. I always loved those shows, even today. Interesting. That's not a perspective I hear very often. I don't want On Guard. Normally when I hear about those shows, I hear about how awful they were. Although I can see you having nostalgia for them. To some extent, I do have nostalgia for the few episodes I did watch as a kid. Particularly the episodes that were based off of Super Mario Bros. 3. Whoa, okay. I forgot about that part. I was like, does he just jump a long ways laterally? No, he jumps very high vertically. And in that time, he's invincible. Whoa, okay. Calm down there, very naughty. Kevin says, I don't really feel any nostalgia for it. I just really like those shows. They're really fun. Huh. Well, they each their own, I guess. Oh, here's a touch that I really like in DKC. That boat off in the distance. Well, I'm pointing the wrong way on the stream, probably. But, that boat in the distance, gets closer and closer with every world you finish. Like, it's barely visible, or maybe not even visible in, Jungle Japes. But once you get to this point, it's pretty clear, it's pretty obvious. And then, once it gets close enough, it becomes the final battle. A really interesting touch. I like that a lot. Kevin says, wait, what? Yeah, I really like that touch with the boat. Oh, wow, never knew that, says Shy Guy. And Kevin says, oh my gosh, really? Yeah. Like, watch out for it, when I get closer to the end. Okay, these levels were always very hard to me as a kid, but I've come to really appreciate their difficulty now. Except for the water level. I don't care if it's Donkey Kong Country, I still hate water levels. What? Why? There we go. So I'm not exactly sure what that secret's all about. I remember Gerard the Completionist hating that secret, and I don't remember exactly what the gimmick of it was. Kevin says, why wasn't K. Rool's ship a stage in Smash Bros. Ultimate? Well, what's that? There's already a pirate ship stage based on Wind Waker. Good point. But it would be awesome fighting on his ship with the music. I agree. That actually would have been awesome to have as a new stage in Ultimate or something like that. Especially seeing as, you know, this is K. Rool's introduction to the series. Kind of a missed opportunity when you think about it. Plus, that music is just awesome, especially the remixed version. I could listen to that on loop all day. Speaking of awesome music, this music rocks too. Hey, Ramby. Oop. Gangplank Galleon would be such a good song for fighting. I know it's in the game. Oh, I swear I jumped. Or however it goes. That's basically the idea. Boing. Kevin says, but when it's not played on the ship, it's kind of weird. That's fair enough. I'd imagine that, you know what, I'm not gonna 100% this game, so I'm not gonna try too hard for the secrets here. Why not? I have this opportunity, I may as well make the most of it. And that's how you beat that secret. Yeah. You know, some of these levels can get delightfully difficult. Ouch! Okay, just gotta be patient for this one. So when I was a kid, I did not understand what the gimmick to this part was. Oh, well that was stupid. I didn't understand what the gimmick was, so I just always took Ramby and used him as a third hit so I could get through without knowing how that part actually was supposed to be played. Wham. No, Ramby! Get back here. Thank you. Shy Guy says, delightfully devilish Seymour. Boof, 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 boof. Oops, whatever. Alright, I'm not even gonna bother with Ramby at this part. He honestly just makes it harder. See, Ramby is not very good at platforming. I mean, he's a rhino. That makes sense. Although he would have made this part easier for sure. Boing. Kevin says, all Cranky says when you 100% is good job. That's what you get for 100%. Good job. Oh wow, good job. I feel like I actually accomplished something. Wow! Sarcasm is just trickling from that comment. But yeah, you're right. There's not exactly a good reward for 100% in this game. As I understand it, DKC2 offers more in the completion department, but I wouldn't know because I've never actually 100%ed it. Or played it much in general. That's something that I hope to rectify at some point. Maybe I'll do a stream series of it at some point. Boo! Yeah, this is where the levels start getting ridiculous, or not ridiculous, but I'd say delightfully intense. These stages are no gimme. Just the way I like my platformers. Not being easy. Or I could just say challenging. That's probably a more straightforward way of putting it. Yeah, I don't need that. Boo! Nice. Yeah. Well, I was reading a comment. My bad. Kevin says, yeah, but 100% in DKC2 means getting the Lost World. And how fun are the levels in the Lost World? Not at all. Shy Guy and Kevin both say, I miss video game instruction manuals. Me too. Oh gosh, me too. They were awesome. They had artwork, they were mildly entertaining to read. That's what I was always do when we got a new game from the store on our way home, which was like a 45-minute drive from where the video game store was. I would just read the instruction manual all the way through, and that was my entertainment at that point, up until we actually got home and put the video game in. It's a shame that, you know, there aren't really instruction manuals anymore. And I guess to some extent I can understand why. Like, they kind of are a quote-unquote waste of paper. But even then, like, at least offer an electronic manual. The manuals were awesome. I was expecting to see... Oh, Kevin says, I was expecting to see intrusion booklets and switch boxes. Instruction booklets and switch boxes. That would have been cool. And Shy Guy says, they were always really fun to read through and see the art and character descriptions. Agreed. They were a lot of fun. And, like I said before, it was fun to read them on my way home from buying the games. Nowadays, I don't really have that kind of time to just... Oh. Well, that works. Nowadays, I don't really have the time to invest in just reading an instruction manual, so to me it makes a little difference, but... You know, instruction manuals were the bomb back in the day. So, like you guys said, it's sad to see them go. I don't really like doing a bunch of hard work to get to play more hard work in video games. For me it depends on how enjoyable, like, the base gameplay is. Like, in this game, I would have liked to see some extra content. Like how it sounds in DKC2, 100%ing it gets you more worlds. Same kind of thing in, like, New Super Mario Bros. U, for example. I'm sure we also did the same thing, but I don't remember. Oh. Bollocks! So, I kind of like that stuff, but I can understand why you wouldn't. And like I said, it really does depend on the game for me. For example, if Super Mario 64 offered additional content after 100%ing everything, which it does in a way, but not like extra bonus levels or anything like that, I would totally be all in for that. But I guess that just really depends on how you like to play games. For me, I was always a completionist as a kid, so makes sense for me. Although there are some games that pull it off poorly. I don't know if you guys watched my Yoshi's Crafted World stream enough to know, but that game's completion bonus, not even close to worth it. Kevin says, some of these enemies don't even fall from the platforms. How did Rare not notice that? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Shy Guy says, guys, Aquaman drowns in Endgame. Spoilers, Shy Guy, jeez. Is what I would say, but Aquaman isn't even Marvel, so... By the way, did you guys see Endgame? And if so, what did you think about it? No spoilers, unless everyone here has seen it. Clump? I get the feeling that that was supposed to be the hardest enemy that was supposed to fall from the platform, but like you said, he doesn't fall from the platform. How did Ray not notice that? Yeah, claptraps. Oh wait, Mankey Kong. I don't like that very much. Hello, Zinger. Hello, Crusher. Goodbye, Crusher. Ah! Shy Guy says, I saw it. And, Kevin says, what's Endgame? Is that the Thanos thing? It's the most recent Avengers movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Shy Guy says, pretty good movie. The first and second part felt a bit rushed, but the ending was fantastic. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot more than some of the harsher critics did. But I do agree on some of their points, and I think that Infinity War was the better movie. But overall, I really enjoyed it. And like you said, the ending was really good. So as to not spoil anything, I won't really get any more specific than that. But yeah, that's what I'll say. Really good, enjoyed it a lot. Ah. I would sleep through that movie. I do not care for Avengers, says Kevin. That's fair enough. I know a few people that don't really care for those movies. Obviously, I'm not one of those people. But I respect that opinion. Shy Guy says, I think Infinity War was the better movie, but Endgame was the better Marvel movie. That's an interesting, whoa. That's an interesting way of looking at it. Ah! You know, for the number of times that I've died, it's actually really interesting to see that I'm basically to 99 lives. I can't get that secret again. Not with that Diddy. Boing. I did that in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze too. Back in my playthrough on Volatile Upgrade. You know, it's funny. I shouldn't keep mentioning Volatile Upgrade because it's basically a dead channel at this point. But it is funny how I tend to plug for that channel a lot. I cannot exactly read that game, but El Hiaguciantes de Hilo says hello. Well, hello, and welcome to the stream. Do you have a shorter name that I can call you by? Hello, brother. Kevin says, or any type of superhero stuff. Superheroes always get the most money, I'm sure. Superhero movies, I meant. Yeah, they're pretty popular, especially right now. They're like, oh, geez, one of the most popular movie genres at the moment. Ah! Also, I can't exactly tell what that profile picture is, but is that Klonoa, maybe? I can't really tell. But thank you for joining the stream. How are you today? Welcome to my playthrough of Donkey Kong Country. Wow, it's my favorite game, brother. Shy Guy says, Goku from Dragon Ball GT. Oh, for some reason the spiky hair made me think of Klonoa, which doesn't make sense because he has floppy ears now that I think about it. So that didn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Kevin says, yeah, I don't get it. I can understand that. I really like the superhero movies, mostly because, well, I can't say mostly because, but a large reason I like them so much is because I'm a martial artist. and I love seeing the fights, especially when the characters have some form of martial arts in their fighting style. Like Captain America, for example. He's, at least in the comics, he's adept at several different forms of martial arts. Black Widow and Hawkeye, martial artists. And I wouldn't consider this a spoiler since it's in the trailers, but Hawkeye becoming Ronin, and he actually has a sword fight scene, and I loved that. Absolutely loved it. Shy Guy says, the only reason I ever got into superheroes was because of Homecoming. Beforehand, I thought they were stupid, but I heard it was good, so I thought I'd watch it. Hilo says, talk Spanish to aprending English. Well, I don't know any Spanish, so I'm sorry. In fact, I think I know more Japanese than I know Spanish. So, my apologies. What's I'm sorry in Spanish? Lo siento? Well, that was bad. Whew. Okay, so I didn't give this enough credit. This game is actually getting pretty hard at this point. I missed the O? Where did I miss the O? Whatever. I'll just take this barrel with me. Feel like that probably could have led to some sort of secret. Ah! 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 Oh. Oh. Ouch! Jeepers. Ah! No! Stop. Hilo says, the Yoshi Fanatic subscribed to my channel. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll check out your channel later, and if I like what I see, I will subscribe. So there you go. Generally, I don't subscribe to a YouTube channel unless I really like their content and watch it very often. There were even a few channels recently that I unsubscribed from that I like the content, but I don't watch it enough to the point where, you know, I'm a good subscriber per se. One example I would mention is Dreamcast Guy, I think. I was subscribed to him, but I don't find his content engaging enough or interesting enough at this point to keep subscribed, so I unsubscribed. It's not that I don't like him, it's that I just don't watch enough of his stuff to make it worth it for him. 1 hour and 36 minutes. Kevin says, I think a lot of gamers want to know Japanese. I tried at one point. I took some Japanese courses in college. There was a requirement at the college that I was taking. It was called an immersion credit. And basically what that means is that you're supposed to take some classes outside of your major. So my major was electrical engineering. So I had to take some classes that were outside of that field. And some people would cheat. They would take some math courses to satisfy that requirement. And I'm like, math is pretty much what engineering is all about. There's a lot of math in engineering, so I wouldn't really count that as an immersion credit. And I saw Japanese on the list of things I could take, so I took 2 years of Japanese classes. That was an experience. I had a lot of fun. There was even extra credit opportunities where I had to learn a Japanese song and perform it as like an imitation of a Japanese game show, and that was awesome. Ouch. I did that twice, and it was definitely worth its weight in gold. The game you play in Android by Aptoid to download to game. The game is available on Android? I'm sure it is. There's a lot of emulators made for Android devices, phones, tablets, etc. So that's not exactly surprising. but thank you for letting me know. Lol, that's awesome, says Kevin. It was, and a heck of a lot of fun. Come on, how did that shark kill On Guard? The 2 songs that I learned how to sing were the opening to the anime Fairy Tail, the first season of it. It was the theme song for that, and then there was a song from the game Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which I learned. It was Black Rain. And I even made a little dance routine for that one. That one was a lot of fun. Ah! Shy Guy says, do you read the comics at all? I don't. Truth be told, I don't read much of anything. Yeah, no, I can't say that I follow the comics at all. I mean, when a new movie is announced or something like that, I'll familiarize myself with some of the comic content. Like, Hawkeye becoming Ronin, for example, in Endgame. That has its roots in comics, which I didn't know before. Shy Guy says, I read the Infinity Gauntlet recently and found out about this character called Adam Warlock. Yeah, that's actually a character that's been teased for, I believe, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I don't know if I can say teased. Yeah, teased. He was teased in the end credit scene of Guardians 2. So... ouch. Kevin says, I feel like Japan is a completely different planet, in a good way. Shy Guy says, he's supposed to be the super powerful human dude, and I just recently found out he was teased in Galaxy 2. Yeah, I'll admit I don't really know anything about Adam Warlock, but, you know, I'm looking forward to finding out about him in Guardians Volume 3. Hielo says, after play this game in Happy Chick and versions of Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. Sorry, I don't exactly get that. Shy Guy says, it's really exciting because, from what I've seen, I really like his character. Interesting. Maybe I ought to familiarize myself with the character before the movie comes out. Although, part of me says that, you know, I'm not too interested in following the comics all that closely. Because, honestly, the movies stray far enough away from their comic book roots to the point where they're kind of their own identity. They're largely based on the Ultimate Universe, or the Ultimate Marvel comic books. But still, they're different enough to the point where they're really their own thing. So, I don't know, for myself at least, I don't see any need to read the comics or familiarize myself with them. It's cool, but it's not something that I want to invest in my time in, I guess. Ah, man. When did I start stinking so badly? Kevin says, Happy Chick is that iOS emulator where you can play SNES and N64 and stuff. Oh. And Shy Guy says, I think he was a superhuman made to be the perfect human. He can revive himself when he dies and stuff like that. Interesting. Kevin says, I used to play that. Apple took it down a lot. And Hielo says, now to play this game to SNES and Android by Aptioid Brother. Shy Guy says, I think in the MCU he's basically the same thing, but an alien race instead of humans. Yeah, like those gold people in Guardians 2. Who claim to be perfect. Ah, oh, no. Oh, okay. I gotta get my head in the game here. Otherwise, I'm gonna be playing this for a while. Which, I don't have a problem with that. I really like this game, so that's fine. Okay. That wasn't exactly worth it. I think in the... oh, I already read that comment. Sorry. Kevin says, okay, what are we swimming in right now? I assume it's a lake poisoned by the toxins from the K-Rules factory. That's my assumption. Which you would think, by that same token, how are the Kongs swimming in this and anything living in this? How is that happening? Well, whatever, I'm not gonna overthink it too much. It's a water level. I don't like water levels, so let's just get this over with. Alright, nothing back there. Kevin says, Nickelodeon slime? Oh, actually, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think it's Nickelodeon slime. What was that Nickelodeon slime made out of anyway? Like, that's something I never found out. Something I always wondered as a kid is, what is that? Okay. Hooray! That was fast. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Go, Diddy, go! Go, Diddy, go! Uh-oh. I really like the water level music. I hate water levels just in general, but I can definitely appreciate this music. It's fantastic. Ouch! Oh my gosh. No, I mean, I think it's actually what you said. Yeah, I got what you meant. Wait, did I get everything? Yes, I did. Nice. Minecart Madness. Okay, so I didn't ever like this minecart level. I hate those fishes, says Kevin. Me too. Oh, me too. I also never really liked this level. See, I liked the levels where... Ouch. I liked the levels where, you're jumping with the cart, but in this one, it becomes more complex. Oh, you know what? There was probably a secret up there. Whatever, I'm not really caring too much about all the secrets right now. Ouch. Oh, boy. Well, I mean, this time I'll try and go for it. But yeah, I never really cared for this level. The minecart levels are cool and novel, like I was saying earlier in the stream. But honestly, they're also a pain. An absolute pain in the dingus. Pain in the dingus? What's a dingus? I guess, the world may never know. Oh. Okay. No, I hate to nivels to minecart. The minecart levels, yeah, they've got a charm to them and they're cool. It's just this one in particular is not that fun to play. Meanwhile, I really liked the minecart levels in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and I can't remember how much I liked them in Returns. But I'm sure they were cool too. There we go. Oh geez. Remind me not to jump at that part. Here we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, why not go for Rambi? I like Rambi. See, I was trying to go for Rambi because I didn't think I would get the minigame, but apparently I did. I liked this one on the Game Boy Color, but I don't know why. I just can't seem to get this one on the Super Nintendo. See, like, I started that part at 40 seconds. Or 40 seconds remaining. I just barely got there with enough time to spare. To pretty good to Neville the soundtrack, Godzilla theme, says, Hilo. Well, I'm not exactly sure what you're saying there, but the music is pretty good in this game. Really good, actually. Frankly, the soundtrack in Donkey Kong games, or really any games that David Wise and or Grant Kirkhope works on, they turned out to be magnificent. Somehow they even moderately replicated that beauty with the Game Boy Color version of this. Now that takes talent. In a lot of ways, the Game Boy Color soundtrack is actually more nostalgic to me because, like I said, I played that game more as a kid. Bam. Whew, alright. Now, for one of the hardest levels in the game, Blackout Basement. Also, did I get all the secrets on that level? I did not. Thomas Vera says, hello. Hey, Thomas. Welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome to my playthrough of Donkey Kong Country. And, I'm probably gonna die a lot on this level. Yeah, I don't anticipate having a good time with this one. Or, that's not the right way of putting it. I don't anticipate having an easy time with this one. Oop. I shouldn't have jumped. I was rolling. I would have killed him. Whew. Okay. I'm just gonna focus for a second. I'll get to the comments in a second. Okay. Yellow says, no scary brother, this is game no scary to soundtrack is scary and game too scary. And, Vera has some spam. Okay. Thanks, Thomas. And Kevin says, if there was only 30 Smash characters, I would pick Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Peach, Geno, Yoshi, Wario, DK, King K. Rool, Captain Falcon, Fox, Ness, Ice Climber's Pit, Kirby, King Dedede, Samus, Simon, Marth, Banjo, Kazooie, Link, Zelda / Sheik, Ganondorf, Skull Kid, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Mewtwo, Charizard, and Mr. Game & Watch. Sorry, I was bored. Fair enough. You know, that's one thing that I kind of want to see Smash Bros. Go back to, is, ironically, a smaller game roster or a smaller character selection. Because, don't get me wrong, it can be very novel seeing a ton of characters on that character select screen, but at this point it's kind of getting ridiculous. To the point where developing a Smash Bros. Game must be an insane undertaking. Although at this point I don't know what the future of Smash Bros. Will hold, if it's just going to be expansions for Smash Bros. Ultimate, re-releases and such, or if it'll be brand new games. Hilo says, Yoshi Fanatic, play Fortnite, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Free Fire. No thank you. I'm gonna pass hard on Fortnite and Five Nights at Freddy's. Those games already have enough exposure. Too much, I would say. Oh, I should have kept that barrel. Kevin says, I don't really like having 80 characters. I feel like 30 is perfect. Yeah, I would pass too. There's a secret there, but I can't get it. I didn't die on that level. That's actually insane. I'm very surprised at that. Boss Dumb Drum. Come at me, bro. Alright, DK. Tag team, yo. Oh, claptraps. Oh shoot, this is gonna be hard. I gotta focus for this. There we go. Whew. Kevin says there's already 1 million people streaming Fortnite right now, but there actually was that many one time. Cheapers. Hilo says, hey brother, this game too glitches. Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but the ship has indeed gotten closer to the island. But yeah, Fortnite and Five Nights at Freddy's. I can't imagine anything more clickbaity than a playthrough of Fortnite and Five Nights at Freddy's. Both games, I feel like, truthfully, are actually mediocre, and people just explode them out of proportion for whatever reason. In fact, I think the PvE mode of Fortnite was better than what it is right now, where it was a co-op versus AI kind of game. The Battle Royale thing, truthfully, is a portrayal of what it was actually originally intended to be. And I feel like despite all their success with that game, Epic Games must be kind of disappointed in the performance of the original game mode. But I digress. Drum drum, what this game no passing at 100%, says Halo. And Kevin says, yeah. Okay, what the heck? Whatever, I don't need that. I thought there was a secret down there. Whatever. I don't need the secrets. By the way, I noticed that I'm at 99 lives, but when I lost a life, the counter didn't go down. That must mean it keeps track of how many lives I have after 99 lives to some extent. It's very interesting. I didn't realize that. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need that, but I lost it. Oops. Also, I missed out on that. Oh, that just straight up kills me if I... that just straight up kills me if I don't stay on the track. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Alright. There we go. Kevin says, I really don't know what to say about Fortnite or FNAF, but I can say that, no sir, I don't like it. Yeah, I think, to me, it's just annoying how overdone they are. Not necessarily, well, okay. I don't like the games themselves. I'm not a horror fan, and, I tried the PvE mode of Fortnite. Wasn't a fan. Mostly just because there's a lot to that game, and it's a lot to get my mind around. My gosh. I just couldn't get into it. My friends are into the original version of the game, which is far, in a way, removed and better than the Battle Royale that Fortnite is popularly known as today. But no, I'm not... I don't like either version of the game. I thought about trying it because it's free on Switch, and I'm like, really, do I have to try this? No. It's something I know I won't be into, so why even try? Can't say I'm too huge a fan of this level. Excuse me. Okay, this part's tough. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa! Well, whatever. Kevin says, horror games are kind of boring sometimes. They'd have to be really good to make me entertained. Yeah, and I kind of just don't really care for the concepts of horror games just in general. Same way I don't like horror movies, and even Halloween to some extent, I just don't care for it. It's just that kind of theme that I don't enjoy. It's just weird and just not enjoyable to me, for whatever reason. I could never get into the horror games, despite my friends trying to get me to play a couple of them. I just couldn't get into them. And especially with things that are so oversaturated, overdone, and frankly overhyped as Five Nights at Freddy's. Things that are like that, things that have no experience having as much popularity as they do, and are just overdone and overhyped, overpopularized. I just don't care for things like that. Hielo says, brother does to Yoshi's voice. This is hard, Yoshi's voice, brother. And Kevin says, I understand that.
Yoshi! Doing hop! Ha!
There you go. Oh, jeepers, oh no, oh me, oh my. Oh gosh, oh my, oh jeepers. There's something up there and I want it. There we go, nice. Oh, that was my extra life counter. I thought it was an item up there and I was trying so hard to grab it. Wow. Well, there we go. Well, are you actually scared of those games, brother? Kevin says, should I call you brother now? Nah, I'm good on that. As far as actually being scared by those games, I don't think so. It's just that, I don't know. They just feel off and weird to me. It's not a theme I can get behind. Shy Guy says, we are all brothers here. Kevin says, okay. Whammy! What are the other games that I don't care for that are just too overpopularized? Minecraft, I guess, was one of them. Although, I won't lie, I was really into Minecraft for a while. Especially when I was a freshman in college. I actually bought the game and spent a lot of time in it. Mostly because that's when I got a computer. And that's when I could really play it. Ouch. But that's lost its appeal. Although I'm starting to think about getting back into it with mods and such. Hielo says, brother to voice of Rhino is to King K. Rool. Crusher. Oh no! Crusher 2. Oh no! Ah! I have no idea what's going on. Sorry. I know English probably isn't your first language. It's either that or you're very young. But I'm not quite getting your comments. I'm sorry. I'll continue reading them, but I might not understand them. Kevin says, a lot of horror games, especially indie horror games, feel like they're trying too hard to be scary. But they don't scare me because they're trying too hard. I think that's fair. A fair assessment. And honestly, most of those games rely specifically on jump scares. And usually, I jump, but I miss out on the scared part. And frankly, I just don't like being scared in general. Oh, I keep dying at that part. I don't really understand what the appeal is to being scared. I never enjoyed that. My wife, Skylar, wanted to go to a haunted house with me, and I'm like, I don't really want to, because if I do go and someone jumps out at me, I'll probably punch them. Because, as I've alluded to before, my fight or flight response is fight. So, if I went to a haunted house and like some clown or somebody in a zombie costume or something jumped out at me, I would just straight up deck them. Just go along with it, says Shy Guy. The thrill of it, the feeling of tension when playing the game, Shy Guy says. Yeah, again, that's just something that I can't get behind. When I'm playing a game, it's to relax and have a good time, not to be, you know, scared or tense up. For me, it's about relaxation, and I obviously wouldn't get that from a horror game. So really, horror games in general, just not my cup of tea. Wham. I guess with a... oh. Kevin says, you're cool. I mean, I understand getting scared because it's fun, but rely on your whole game of jump scares is kind of dumb to me. I agree. There's gotta be something of substance to the game. Like, the guys and I are gonna do a podcast on this kind of topic, but, you know, in short, why do we play video games is the topic, and really, to me, there's a lot of different reasons why somebody might play a video game. Really, any number of reasons is valid for wanting to play a game. But for me, those kinds of video games just do not satisfy what I'm looking for in a video game. Oh my gosh. It's not something I look for in video games. It's something I don't see a whole lot of value in. And really, anybody can see whatever they want in the video game. Anybody can enjoy whatever kind of video game they want, and they can enjoy it. And I won't hold any judgment. I won't be like, you can't enjoy that. That's a bad thing. That's not good. Why would you enjoy that? I'm not gonna be like that. Because I understand different strokes for different folks. But it's just one of those things where it doesn't satisfy anything I'm looking for in a video game. Yeah, me too, says Kevin. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, gosh. I get the feeling that there was a secret down there. Ouch. There's one of these areas where it's really easy to get extra lives from jumping on things. I don't remember where, though. Ah! Not there. Oh, right here. Well, I mean, it would be really easy if I was really trying. Kevin says, that's why Diddy's the best. And do you remember me from Yoshi's Island in Donkey Kong 64? Yes. Yes, I think I do. I'm not new, says Kevin. Yeah. You're the one that tuned in for Donkey Kong 64 back on Volatile Upgrade that made mention of how much you appreciate retro games as a younger gamer. Am I right? I forget the name that you went under. It was like Prince Edward or something. But yeah, I do remember you. And I'm glad that you're tuning into my streams. I always enjoy good conversation in the chat. truthfully, these games that I play, one reason that I'm doing the games is because, well, I straight up love the games. That's just how it is. And I like playing them. This gives me a good opportunity to do that. But really, they're more or less just... That was me. It was Prince Edward. Okay, so I pretty much remembered. But these streams are really, for the most part, just a background for me having a conversation with the fans, normally anyway. I like to have good insight on video games and good insightful conversation on really topics just in general. That's one of the things I really like about an interactive audience. Of course, with some games, I want to play them just because, you know, I want to play the games. They're interesting and fun. Like Yoshi's Crafted World, for example, I was excited about that coming out, so I wanted to stream it. Also because I thought it would be more popular and people would want to tune in for that stream. It wasn't as popular as I was hoping, but I still had a good time. Boing! Keep those lights on, baby. Oh no. Scaries? I do have to focus a little bit for this level. This is pretty tough. Okay. Oh, I missed a lot of letters in this. Hi, honey. Welcome home. One of the party favors for my mom's birthday. Or you could put it in your journal.
Yeah, but it's too thick and...
Fair enough. Kevin says, me too. I feel like it isn't a good stream if you aren't talking to your audience. I don't know what to say on Yoshi's Crafted World. I have a lot to say on that game. Although I'm probably not going to get a huge chance to really say it in any... Wow. In any sort of real capacity. I wanted to do maybe a review of it. I just don't have the time to put together YouTube reviews. But I am thinking about putting together a top 10 list of Yoshi games. So maybe you'll get to see some of my insight on that if I ever get around to actually making that. I am thinking about doing some different videos on my channel though. Like once in a while uploading a top 10 or like my thoughts on a game or something like that. Kevin says, yeah. Ouch. But overall, I'll give you a quick synopsis, like, of my thoughts, I guess. That's not really a synopsis, but a summary of my thoughts on the game. I thought it was really good. Although, not without its flaws. I think it did a lot to improve upon the Yoshi formula, but also did some things that kind of detracted from it. The completion wasn't worth it, so honestly I would say completionists beware for that game. Depending on the extent that you want to complete it. If you're wanting to complete it 100%, I'd say stay far away. But honestly, I had a lot of fun with the game. And there's one mechanic in particular that I really enjoyed about that game was, you could throw a Yoshi egg and jump off of it after it ricochets off of a wall to gain extra height. And that opens a door of really awesome platforming tricks. Like you can skip entire puzzles if you do it right. Which I think is just straight up awesome. Alright, Diddy Kong, don't fail me now. I don't know if this is a secret or not. Nope. Kevin says, at least Crafted World doesn't feel like another Yoshi's Island like New Island and Woolly World to me. I agree. Too many of the Yoshi games try very, very hard to replicate the magic of Yoshi's Island. And they all fail. Some more than others. Although that doesn't necessarily make them a bad game. Yoshi's Island DS, for example, I liked more than most people do. Not as well as Yoshi's Island, obviously. That game's still the king. But, you know, Yoshi's Island DS, I feel like did a decent job, but ultimately failed. Yoshi's New Island failed on almost every front. Yoshi's Woolly World I really liked, but it felt at parts far too derivative. Far too derivative. Too much like Yoshi's Island. That being said, I still love the game. I admire it so much. I'm not gonna tell you where it falls on my Yoshi's top 10 list because I don't want to spoil that yet. But, you know, I love that game. But it still fails to be a game that replicates the island, or the magic of Yoshi's Island. No matter how much I like it, I can still admit that. In Yoshi's Crafted World, it tries more to be something new, or something that's inspired more from the game Yoshi's Story, which, honestly, I appreciate the change. At least it's not trying to be Yoshi's Island again, for the most part. That being said, though, it still has a lot of flaws. Kevin says, yeah, I never 100%, unless I don't have to collect anything like Mario World, and actually get to play more fun levels from it. Again, like Mario World. Man, Mario World was really good. Yeah, it was. I love Mario World. And I'm thinking about doing another playthrough of it on this channel, actually. I've never done a proper recorded or streamed playthrough of Super Mario World. I did an 11 exit Mario World speedrun on Volatile Upgrade for our 50 stream special. Check that out if you want to. It's Twilight Princess Part 1. And we played Super Mario World Return to Dinosaur Land, which was a fantastic ROM hack of that game. But I never did a proper playthrough of it. So, maybe I should do that. 100% playthrough of Super Mario World would be awesome. Plus, it's the first game to have Yoshi, so it'd even be appropriate to have on this channel. I'll probably do that for a one-off in the future sometime. Hiya! Sorry, I had to focus for this. There we go. Kevin says, I mean, Crafted World tried to do something new and unique, and, you know, good for you, Crafted World, but that won't make you better than Yoshi's Island. Sorry. Oh yeah, I want to play Return to Dinosaur Land. Dude, it is so good. If you want to see a stream of it, we did a stream on Volatile Upgrade, so if you're interested in it, go ahead and watch that. Yellow says, sorry brother to no responding to copy to homework to house brother. Well, that's alright, you take your time with your homework. That honestly comes first. Alright, Neki Senior. Yeah! Boing. And 5 nuts. Chaga says, wow, what an original boss. And Hielo says, Neki's purple. WTF? Yeah, that's Neki Senior. Well, there you go. Time for Gangplank Galeon. Now, I will say this is probably the best boss in the whole game, which is good, being the final boss. It's certainly the most original. Well, I don't know if I would say original so much as involved. And I like that. Alright, Diddy, get him! do do. I love this music. Here we go. K. Rool has my favorite sprite in the game, says Shy Guy. Yeah, it's a pretty good sprite. And Kevin says, rare, hehe, we'll just reuse the pink bird from World 2. The stupid kids won't notice. Ha 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 ha! Shy Guy says, I didn't even realize this was a one stream Let's Play until now, lol. Shorter than I remember. Yeah, it's not a very long game. If you're 100%ing it, it might take you like 3 or 4 hours. And I guess if you're struggling with the game, it'll take you longer. But yeah, really this is just a one-parter stream to fill in some time before we start Zelda Wind Waker with Adam. By the way, guys, I am having Adam on the Yoshi Fanatic starting next Wednesday with The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Looking forward to that. Cuphead, or Curly Head Kevin says lol. Yellow says 2 boss final. No, no, to the end direct. No. Commander K. Rool. The end. Really is amazing. Wow, you did it, says Shy Guy. Or did I? Well, I'm about to do it. Here we go. Hey-ah! This was always the hardest part of this fight. Well, when I was a kid anyway. There it is. Done. There we go.
Well done, Donkey, my boy. Who'd have thought a young whippersnapper like you could have beaten that bunch of no-good Kremlins? You've made an old man proud. Go and look in your banana hoard. I think you'll be in for a surprise.
Kevin says, hooray!
If I had been playing, I'd have found everything.
I'm sure, Cranky.
I'm sure there must be some bonus rooms you haven't found.
Yeah. Nicely done, DK. That applies to both Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. Okay, while we're rolling through the cast of characters and the character sprites, I'll read some comments and give what I thought about the game. Shy Guy says, oh, this reminds me, have you seen that one YouTuber who's restoring all the Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 2 songs? No, I haven't. That sounds amazing. Kevin says, people applauding for you. Woo! Thank you. Yellow says, no! The end, no! Kevin says, I know that guy, Shy Guy. They're really good. Okay, so, like Shy Guy said earlier, short game. It's a pretty short game, and shorter than I remember for sure. But honestly, the platforming is so tight, and the controls and mechanics are very satisfying, especially when you get really good at them. Like, that standout moment was in, whatever level it was with all the spawning bad guys. I rolled through 7 of the, naughties really quick, and that was very satisfying. Even if I didn't get an extra life from it. Jammin' Sam Miller, that's the guy, says Shy Guy. Okay, I'll have to look them up later. The bosses, frankly, uninspired. But the level design makes up for it. Not the boss level design, but the, just the other levels in general really makes up for it. And honestly, this game was a joy to run through. I didn't get tired of it. I could have kept going. This was just a lot of fun. Thanks for subscribing, Yellow. 500 people cheering. I love you, Yoshi Fanatic, have my babies, says Kevin. Oh, gosh. Liam says, "Hi, Jeff. I'm back. Sorry I left." Oh, that's alright. Welcome back, Liam. You're kind of catching the very end of the stream here.
Surely it's me next.
Cranky Kong. But yeah. I very much enjoyed the game. And I can't definitively say from how much I've played Donkey Kong Country 2, but I've very much been enjoying that too. And maybe I'll do a playthrough of that sometime. Who knows? That definitely won't be a one-parter because I still have yet to beat that game. And it seems to be more challenging than this one. But it's fun too. I don't know. If there are any other Donkey Kong games that you guys would really like to see me play in the future.
I did this using one life, and it took less than an hour.
Ugh. I hate how he taunts you like that. Hilo says, "Thanks, brother, to me sad to the end." Well, that's alright. Like, you know, I'm streaming on Friday again at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're streaming F-Zero GX, so stay tuned and tune into that. Haha, the voice of Cranky Kong. I'm glad you like it. Kevin says, "Every enemy casually breaks into DK's house to use the restroom." Shy Guy says, "That line actually turned into a challenge. A few people have actually done it, I think." Yeah, like Gerard the Completionist, he did it. And apparently there's no extra bonus or anything like that. It took me 2 hours and 30 to 40 minutes to do it, but I was doing it pretty casually. But yeah, if there's any other Donkey Kong games you guys would really like to see me play in the near future, let me know on Discord. For those of you who aren't in the Discord chat, the link is down in the description for that. But yeah, I tend to use that Discord to do updates and get input from the fans. Kevin says, "Yeah, Beard Man. I was watching him since the Bears." Bears! 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 I sometimes miss him. Greg. Okay, so it took me 2 hours and 13 minutes, and I got 77% completion. That's not bad. But if there's any other DKC games that you guys would like to see me play, including the new ones, let me know in Discord, and I'll try and fit them into my schedule. "I miss Greg," says Kevin. "Bye-bye, brother! Ha ha ha! The voice," says Hielo. Well, thanks for tuning in, Hielo. Shy Guy says, "Greg was a big meanie." Yeah, he definitely was, at the end there, but he was a joy to have on the show while he was still good. You know, I'm actually pretty proud of that, 2 hours, 13 minutes. That's not bad at all for a casual playthrough. Yeah. But, you know, I probably won't play any more Donkey Kong games for a while, unless it's to fill in a one stream slot where I've not got anything going on. But there's a few games that are on the to-do list. Just while I have you guys here, I may as well let you know. I'm doing F-Zero GX on Friday, and then I'm starting 2 longer series. I'm starting the Zelda The Wind Waker on Wednesday, starting at 6 p.m. I'm having Adam back on the show, so that'll be awesome. And then next Friday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Skylar and I are gonna play the 2013 reboot of Tomb Raider, one of her favorite games. So yeah. Joseph says, "Good night." Well, thanks for tuning into the stream, Joseph. It's good to see you. And Kevin says, "I heard things about Greg, but it's a little lame without him." Yeah, he kind of brought a lot to that show. I really enjoyed it. Kevin says, "This stream was awesome." Well, thanks. You guys made it awesome. So, thanks very much for tuning in, you guys. If you haven't already, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I do a live stream or post another video. And yeah, you guys already know the schedule. So if you guys have any questions or comments or requests, let me know in the Discord server. But until Friday, guys, we'll see ya. Hope to see you in the next stream. Thanks for tuning in.
Goodbye, brothers.